Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, it is undeniable the Prime1 studio is a company that is not afraid to dive into any type of franchise, any type of license. They are doing it on every level, and one of them in the gaming side, they're really diving into some really popular licenses. One of them is Horizon Zero Dawn, for example. This is the game, the complete edition. I have different case. And this is a terrific game, one of the best looking games in this console generation for the PS4. It's a terrific game, and they also have the license for that. And on Friday, they had the reveal, or the pre-orders went live for Aloy, the character in the game, and a Stalker, which is one of the creatures in the game. So in this video, I want to break down the information about these two pre-orders, what I like and what I don't like, and ultimately let you know if you need to add this to your gaming collection or not. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm here at the Prime1 Studios website, and I will have the link in the description as usual for those who are interested. And we're gonna start with Aloy, and as you can see, it's Shield Weaver Armor Set, exclusive version. Although they say exclusive, it's not necessarily exclusive to Prime1, because all these exclusives end up at, I would say, at Sideshow. So I think it's just for the name. They call it like that, but it's not necessarily exclusive because it's not only through them that you're going to get this. But here you have $1,099, and you can pay with installments. You can choose that payment plan. You can choose up to 11 payments, which helps. And you make a first deposit today of $109, and on shipment you pay the difference. And of course, you also have to pay the shipping costs, which can add up. And that's the reason why a lot of people, they'd rather go through Sideshow than going through Prime1 Studios. Shipping from Japan, it's costly. But here you go. And we're going to read the information before we get into the pictures. It says, I fought my way past an army while you cower in this cave. Do you really think you can stop me, Aloy? Prime1 Studio is proud to present the 1/4 scale Aloy Shield Weaver Armor Set from Horizon Zero Dawn. Aloy is the protagonist of Horizon Zero Dawn, an award-winning action role-playing game developed by Guerrilla. I love Guerrilla games. She is curious, determined, and intent on uncovering the mysteries of the world around her. Shunned by her own tribe since birth, Aloy has learned to harness her agility, cunning, and deadly aim to hunt machines and survive in the unforgiving wilds. Behold Aloy mid-shot using her powerful Karja war bow. Can she turn the Stalker into prey? Aloy is presented gracefully and heroically, standing upon the remains of a defeated scrapper. In conjunction with Guerrilla, we have crafted her Shield Weaver armor with meticulous attention to detail to create the best Aloy statue on the market. The exclusive version features a Karja sharpshot bow switch out. Aloy carries a stern yet focused expression on her face. She is untouchable by any robot monstrosity and an excellent addition to your collection. And here's more information there. Specifications is 1 design theme base, 1 swappable Karja shot bow, exclusive version only, and prototype sample shown. And there is a 360 video there that you can also access through the website. Here on the size, you get 69.6 centimeters, 39.3 centimeters, 38.2. So definitely this is within the 1/4 scale realm. And the product weight is 12.8 kilograms. It's fine. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It's just perfect. Now let's look at the pictures. And of course, if you're a fan of the video game, then definitely you're going to see a lot of appreciation of this. And I can see a lot of it. Of course, he takes so much cues from it. Of course, this is a Photoshop picture, so it's going to look so pretty. And this is a close look. It looks like her. The hair is wild for sure. I like the movement in this piece. The one thing that I noticed with, you can always see with this, with 1/3 or 1/4. A lot of people, I heard some people comments, I read some comments online. People were dissatisfied on Facebook because they will prefer this on a 1/3 scale. Although we have to keep in mind that Prime1 has been producing for the gaming statues, for the gaming collection, they've been producing almost everything in 1/4. So there's nothing new there. But what I like about, I would say, smaller scale pieces is that you are allowed to do more dynamic poses, something that a larger piece doesn't have the same ability. So in my opinion, it's more, I like it because it's in 1/4, even though 1/4 is still big, allows for more mobility. At least, you know, they can design certain things, certain aspects, go a little wider with things in comparison to they can do with 1/3. So you have to always keep that in mind. But look at this. Look at that. Really like a lot of things. I would say, well, they have a few complaints about this piece, and I do think that it's a bit too busy, or at least the base. Of course, if you have played the game, you understand it does have a lot of those, you know, pretty much it plays homage to the video game. But there are a lot of things in the base that make it look extremely busy. There's a lot of color. Of course, she wears a lot of colorful items in her clothing. And it is too colorful to the point that you kind of miss the intention, or you miss some of the detail because everything is pretty much enclosed together. So yeah, I do have a complaint about that. Now, these are the two bows that comes with the regular one, and this is the exclusive. No big difference. I don't see why they went for this exclusive. There are a lot of things that they could have done better. Some other weapons, but they went for that. I love her expression. That's a nice face. I do like her clothing. But some of the, you know, there's so much color in it. So I think the base could have been more neutral. Of course, you know, you have to have the, you know, in this case, the snow and all of that. It just seems too busy. But, you know, I know a lot of people will love this. You know, they love the dynamic pose. They love the, you know, what you have here. Looks cool. And there's a tons of pictures here. But yeah, this is not for everyone. Let me look at this. Let me look at this. Actually, the detail on her pants are really, it's well done. Nice paint job there. But yeah, there's a lot of things, elements of nature of her, you know, her world. And that can look a bit too busy. And definitely this is not for everyone. There's some like parts, the destroyed parts of some other creatures and stuff like that. So there are a few things there, like her weapons and stuff. I would have loved for that to have a bow. In this case, another weapon that she's holding, but they went for that. And the detail, of course, in her suit and all that, and her armor, clothing. The face is good. I like the face a lot. The hair is good. This is becoming a pose that is more the signature style of, in this case, Prime1 Studio. I think it's the same pose they use also for Red Sonja. So it's becoming like their signature style. And this is the companion piece, the Stalker, that also is sold separately. Looks great as a companion piece. I really like the base of this guy. This base, in my opinion, works better than this base. That's just my opinion. Although I like some of the details, like at the bottom, but there's so much stuff that they trying to cram into the base. That doesn't mean that the piece is bad. I really like the pose on it. Some of the paint needs some work though. Like this, the feathers here, the colors, like this should be blue instead of, like, I don't know. Some of the feathers don't look right. And some of the paint here, particularly with the metal parts, it's like, I don't know, it's too muted. So you need some work on it. So it's more vibrant. So you can kind of see the difference between what's metal and what is not. Like you can see that she has pieces of metal on top of her clothing, but you want to know the difference. You want to see the difference. So there are a couple of things, yeah, I can pinpoint that I'm not a fan of. And there are aspects of this piece that there's terrific. And some people might also complain about the hair. Some of the colors that has been used in the hair, like you can see right here, they don't look as natural. So that needs some perhaps some little work. Here you can see what I'm pointing out. There's so many things there going on. There's so many things, you know, this little crystals, blue crystals, and the, you know, in this case, the metal parts. So there's so many things. And you don't really, you know, you really don't know, unless you are really familiar with, of course, with the game, you really don't know exactly what's going on. And in the sense, you know what's going on with her pose, but you don't know exactly what every part represents. And of course, again, this is for true fans of the video game, the ones that really love this game, and they're going to go for it because they know every single part. But yes, it's busy, you know, and that's undeniable. And there's a lot of pictures, and I'm just scrapping the surface right now. Look at the hair. Yeah, that parts of the hair is fine, but some parts are fine. I love this. I love this here. The colors are good. This is more like blonde in there, which is fine. I don't know. Maybe it needs a little bit more of, not a little more shading or something in between, but the sculpt on that hair is terrific. That is a great sculpt, but it needs some work on the paint. Her face again is very good. Really terrific. Love this part of the, actually this is the part what I like about the base, is just the platform where the base sits. Really like that. That's great detail. And of course there's a lot of snow all over. But the crystals don't look right. I think they need to go for something more clear. A resin that is clearer than this is kind of dull. Yeah, there's so many different things, so many details, which is fine, but all those details like this not necessarily add up to the piece. And again, as you can see with the hair, it needs some better work on the paint because it doesn't look as natural as it should. I love this part of this. I love some of those details. But there's a lot of color, so you have to kind of contrast that color. And the only way to contrast, because she's busy in her body, but that's just the outfit in the game. So the only way to contrast that is by adding something more simplistic to the base, which actually they didn't. So everything kind of, you know, I don't know, melts together when you're looking at it, not necessarily at the best way possible. And of course, this is with the companion piece. So there are a couple of things. Not saying that this is bad. There are a couple of things that need to be fixed, of course. But overall, I think it's an exceptional sculpt. It's harmed a little bit by the paint. Now, this is the Stalker. This is the companion piece. And I would say that not everyone can go for this. Only a few. If you really want to have something to go alongside Aloy, then definitely you're going to go for this. But I don't think this is a must per se. But let's just look at it. And of course, the price is $1,200, which is steep for a companion piece. And of course, you can choose the payment plan. Of course, you can choose up to 12 payments. So this is, it doesn't really say the estimated arrival date. I don't see it anywhere yet. But of course, it tells you can do the down payment and then pay the difference. And of course, the shipping costs and all of that. Now, the description, a killer machine that disappears into thin air, just what the world needs. Aloy. Prime1 Studio is proud to present the 1/4 scale Stalker from Horizon Zero Dawn. The Stalker is one of the toughest and most unique machines that Aloy faces in Guerrilla's award-winning action role-playing game, Horizon Zero Dawn. The Stalker is a medium-sized combat class machine with a unique ability in its bag of tricks: stealth. Unlike other machines in the game which are openly aggressive, the Stalker has the ability to blend in with its environment to make it nearly impossible for any human to defeat. The Stalker stands poised to strike. Aloy better watch out. We present the Stalker with an adjustable jaw and swappable LED eyes. Its size, shape, and armor have been designed with extreme attention to detail in conjunction with Guerrilla to create the most accurate video game portrayal ever. It can be displayed with the Aloy Shield Weaver armor set companion piece to recreate the epic combat engagement from the video game. Do not miss out to visit our news blog section to the Horizon Zero Dawn campaign for a way to receive $75 off on the companion piece. Pre-order now. Now, there's a bunch of pictures as well, and I like this. This is a great companion, and again, I really like this base in comparison to Aloy. I feel that it's a much better base. Love the detail, love the colors. You know, he's a machine, and as a machine, you can see all those parts. And it's well done. I definitely they did a good job in really separating those parts and to make it look like those are metal parts, metal alloys, if you can call it that. And here is of course the piece. You have the two swappable heads with two different LED lights, which is super nice. You can change those parts. So you can change the eyes. I don't know how this is gonna come out, but as you can see with the LED illumination. Again, love the base. Of course, he kind of plays with the team. He's a Stalker, so of course he operates in the dark. And of course, they make the base darker. in comparison to Aloy, which has more vibrant base. But I really like the simplicity of this base. It works better in my opinion. And as you can see there, really like that. I really like the LED. Here is, of course, this picture, very nice. Both pieces together. I think they're gonna work together. I think that in order to appreciate, in this case, Aloy, you have to have Stalker. You know, you have to have a display with them together. I think that's how this is what's meant to be, and it was created with that purpose in mind. And again, this picture kind of shows us that. And actually, together, they work good. Actually, I like them both. So this is the type of investment that you have to consider both. Which is not a cheap thing. But definitely, it's, you know, it's a consideration you have to make. Like that. Nice creature. I definitely need to play this game on my gaming channel. I need to play, like, live stream it. I probably will. At some point. Whenever I get a chance. Because there's so many games that I would love to play a live stream in my channel. But here you go. Love the snow that they use here, of the effective snow. I like it more than the one they use on Aloy, of course. Simplistic. Love the colors there. Love the detail. The shading. Battle damage and all of that. Very good job on this one. Different, the platform is different than Aloy's. Aloy's has like a wooden platform, or the shape of, or the form of wood. This is more like a mechanized thing, which kind of fits well with the character. Definitely great. And let me go back to this one. Another good picture. Stalker is huge. I can see that, and that might be the reason why the price point is also high. Definitely, this is another one. Definitely you need both if you want to have a full display. Well, guys, there you have it. Prime1 Studio keeps surprising us at every turn. And that's really praiseworthy. The fact that they're not afraid to go after every license available for them. And producing stuff in the 1/4 of the 1/3. I like that. Although there are things that I'm not a fan, particularly on Aloy. I think the base is too busy. I think the character, the paint job application, it needs some work. I would say that some people will find a lot of value in this character, particularly now also that the second game is coming for the PS5. So I believe that a lot of people are excited for this franchise. So definitely I think it's going to sell. But there are a couple of things that need to be fixed. And in this case, the Stalker is a great companion piece. So if you go for Aloy, you have to have Stalker. But not necessarily you have to own Stalker if you have Aloy. So it depends. You know, some people might go for both. But if you only can choose one, I would say go for Aloy. But it's, I would say, not for everyone. This is for the diehards, the ones that really love this game. And you know, I'm excited for the upcoming game. But beyond that, I don't think it's for every collection. But what is your opinion? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to this channel, and to hit the notification button as well. And God bless. Take care. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.